Is Devin Haney the new face of boxing, chat? Is Devin Haney the new face of boxing? Objectively speaking, Tank Davis's biggest fight right now would be who? Shakur, Devin, or a Ryan rematch? I'm going to say Devin. Shakur Stevenson's biggest fight right now would be who? Tank or Devin? I'm going to say Devin. Tank coming off a long layoff. Maybe Tank. But it's Ryan Garcia's biggest fight is who? Tank 2 or Haney 2? Who is Ryan Garcia's biggest fight right now? Tank 2 or Haney 2? I'm going to say Devin, G. If Tank was the face of boxing somehow, which I don't know how because the nigga don't take challenges, and we know that Devin does, if they kind of even and Devin's resume is definitely better than Tank's, then y'all tell me, is Devin Haney the face of boxing?
Classic.
Mr. J said Devin is the only person I would support his pay-per-view. Bro, Timothy said Devin is the face of boxing once Canelo retires or lose again. Canelo been stopped being the face of boxing. I ain't gonna lie, Timothy. For me, anyway. I don't know who still considers Canelo the face of boxing. Nigga been cherry picking for the better part of 10 years. Canelo been cherry picking for a long time now. I think we forget. That nigga been cherry picking for a minute. Mr. J said, especially if he fight one of those guys. Bro, somebody tell me why. If anybody object to this, anybody in the chat that think Devin Haney is not now the new face of boxing, somebody tell me. If there's anybody in the chat that object to this. Matter of fact, I got 10 minutes for y'all. Let me drop the link. 15 minutes max. I'm finna drop the link. Anybody want to come up here and tell me why Devin Haney is or is not the face of boxing? Link is in the chat right now for the StreamYard. Link is in the chat right now for the StreamYard. Somebody tap in and tell me why Devin Haney is or is not the face of boxing. It can't be David Benavidez, but it's not David Benavidez's fault. David Benavidez isn't the face of boxing. David Benavidez isn't the face of boxing because, again, he is devoid of big-name opposition, and it's not his fault. He can continue to pummel the people in front of him, but some guys would need to make themselves, like my dog Ben Whitaker. If Ben Whitaker get a couple big wins with his charisma, his style, if he make himself a little more known in America, kind of how they building up Conor Ben, then that's the big fight for Benavidez right there. Name-wise, like a fight that the casuals will really, really embrace for real because Ben, you can put together a hell of a highlight tape on Ben, right? And you can put together a hell of a highlight tape on David and make it look like these two, this super slick, dynamic guy from overseas coming to meet with the monster that's going to walk shit down and throw a million punches and see how that play out. I mean, but David needs a big fight opposition to be the face of boxing, in my opinion. David is the man. Don't get it fucked up. I ain't got nothing bad to say about David Benavidez. But the face of boxing chat. Somebody click the StreamYard if you want to. The link in the chat. Is Devin Haney the face of boxing? I'm going to go with a hard yes, bro. The biggest fight for all the biggest names anywhere around his weight class is him. Gervonta is about to fight Xander on Saturday. Would this fight be more talked about if it was Gervonta and Haney? Yes. Not that this fight ain't being talked about. Not that it's not going to do numbers on the East Coast over there. You know what I'm saying? Xander being Puerto Rican and Boots being from Philly, that fight going to do numbers. But would this fight be bigger if it was Boots Devin? Yes. Everybody's fight would be bigger if it was them versus Devin. Devin Haney is the face of boxing, chat. I know y'all didn't see it happen when it happened. I know y'all didn't see it coming when it came. But the tide has turned. Terence Crawford is retired. Andre Ward is retired. Canelo Alvarez is cherry picking. And he be losing this shit. He just lost the bud. If Devin Haney not the face of boxing, then who? There just isn't one. It's not Tank, gang. Tank ain't fought. He don't fight nobody who want him to fight. How you the face of boxing? You don't fight nobody that we want you to fight. When we gave Canelo Alvarez the title of the face of boxing, it's because the nigga fought Lara, prime Lara, prime Trout, prime Golovkin, at least once. He fought Golovkin 3 times. Danny Jacobs. So yeah, we called him the face of boxing. Tank don't give us none of the fights we want. When he did finally fight Ryan Garcia, he made the nigga come in on Michael Jackson Thriller weight. He made him come in with the sunk in joints. He made him make Thriller weight. So, I mean, we going to listen, numbers lie when you don't know why. I'm not a nigga who going to forget the history. Face of boxing. PBU Tank don't give us none of the fights we want. Turn it down. When he did finally fight Ryan Garcia, he made the nigga come in on Yo. He made him come in with the sunk in joints. Yo. He made him make Thriller weight. Turn the background down, gang. PBU, what's up? Unmute yourself, gang. You got to turn your background down, though. All right, come back up when you're ready. I see you backstage. I don't know. PBU boxing back. Okay, there you go. There you go. Hold on. Here we go. Yo. I'm trying to unmute you. You got to unmute yourself. I can't do it. You muted yourself, bro. Oh, he gone. All right. Yeah. You got to turn the background down. If y'all come up, make sure that y'all got me turned down in the background wherever you listening, on TV or wherever you got going on. It's a delay. But yeah, man. Let's see. Golden Guru said Tank can fight anyone and will be bigger than Devin versus anyone. I disagree. How do you know that Devin versus Ryan 2 doesn't do more numbers than Tank versus Ryan 2? How do you know that? Please. PBU, what up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's good? Talk to me.
Hey, no. I agree with you with Haney. Can you hear me?
Yep, you good. You clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said you agree. Why
Yeah.
why you feel like he the face of boxing though? Or when do you think it took, like, when do you think the shift happened?
All right. Yeah.
You get me?
I think it happened. I think it happened after that Brian Norman, that B Norm. Once he came back and he proved to the people who was it's a delay. My bad, yo.
You good? I'm listening. I know.
Okay, cool. But yeah, after he came back and he proved to the people that he wasn't, afraid to get in there. Yeah, okay, but okay, no, it's just a delay. But yeah, I think it was after the Brian Norman fight. He proved to the people that he wasn't afraid to get in there and mix it up. And now, ever since he did that, no one is willing to jump in there, like, just take on this pillar fisted guy anymore. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, we having some technical difficulties, so I'm gonna pull you down. But I appreciate you popping up to let me know your take on it. I agree too. I definitely agree. I think it took place after people seeing him come back and show that he's not a wounded animal following the Ryan Garcia debacle. But man, appreciate you coming up, PBU. I'm gonna drop you down though, because we got a nasty delay going, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But yeah. Shout out to PBU, man. Always in the chat, showing love, giving them good perspectives, man. But yeah, I think we have crossed over into a new paradigm, man. Devin Haney is now the face of boxing. I don't really know if anybody will want to debate or combat that, because whatever you would say is a bigger fight than Haney and somebody else, whatever you would say, we would have to, it's going to be like this. You can't guarantee that. Okay, let me do it like this, because I know this is going to get more rewatch action than what the chat talking about right now, because I think everybody in the chat kind of agree with me. But let me ask y'all this for the people that's going to catch this on the rewatch and drop y'all comments. Does the biggest fight in boxing right now involve Devin Haney or not? Think about the biggest fight that could be made in boxing. Does it involve Devin Haney or not? That's it. That's what I want on the rewatch. Y'all jump in the comments, do what y'all got to do. I know some of y'all hate. I know some of y'all got love. But
remember this day. Remember this day.
And I ain't going to stay on it too long. I feel like my point been made. Yes, Lord. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a Cash App. Either way, stick to the codes. Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Harden my heart and now harden the flow.